Dude, I almost forgot to make this video. Like, seriously, I was going through Instagram and I saw last night's video and I was like, oh my God. Because I turned my alarm off when I went to bed last night. So I literally almost forgot. But I remembered. So here I am. I don't know what day it is of the challenge. I should be approaching day 50, I'm thinking. Sorry for all the wobbling. I'm trying to get in a comfortable spot. So, yeah, last night was rough when we got rid of George. He went to his new forever home. And the thing is like, the plan was always that he was going to go. I couldn't keep 5 kittens. I didn't think she was going to have 5 kittens. I thought she was going to have like maybe 3. And we were going to keep 1. And then we decided we were going to keep 2. So we were going to keep 2 and give 3 away. So, and then Madison wanted the one that we called George. He was named after George Clooney because he was so good looking. So, and also then he looked exactly like his mother, so we called him George Clooney. Because I'm funny that way. So anyway, and then the one female, who I called Queen Latifah because she's beautiful, black, and very fluffy. She's going to her new home tomorrow, and they're naming her Salem. So, but like Queen Latifah, she never really hung out much with everybody else. She doesn't like to be petted or held I mean, she would play with her brothers occasionally, but it wasn't like, she just never really was part of the group. So I don't think it's going to be as hard for her to go. But, George was a very active member of the family for, 9 weeks. And then, of course, I talked to them all when they were Slutty Kitty and the Kittyettes. So it just triggered a lot of grief, a lot of loss, and I felt so guilty. Here's Jupiter, and I take one of her kittens and I give it away. It seems so cruel. And I know that I'm like projecting my human feelings onto what is a very natural life cycle in the life of a cat. But it was still really hard for me. So that's what the crying was about last night. And today I just felt off all day. It's not, I don't even know if it was like about the cat. I just felt like, I don't know. I've been working really hard lately and my job is super creative. And I try to give every one of my clients like the best that I can possibly give them in terms of, what I give them, their work. So it requires a lot. And so I'm getting into a nice routine in terms of managing my mental energy, but it's still draining, and there's still always more to do in a day than I'm able to get done. And that's frustrating. So it was just sort of a blah day. I had a really long, deep meditation that also felt... The thing is it sort of feels like a nap when I meditate like that, in that I'm sort of just simmering at the top of consciousness. Like I'm aware of what's going on in the room, so I'm not sleeping, but I'm not really like awake either. It's really cool. I like it. And then David went to Taekwondo today, so I stayed with him, and he is always so very loving and affectionate. I'm really cherishing this time with him. This sort of 13-year-old boy thing is really pretty cool. And it goes sort of back to the cat, it's like maybe that's part of what some of the grief was about, is knowing that, I have one daughter that's already grown up. She's an adult. She's moved away and is off living her own life. And then Leah, she's turning 18 in October. So she's about to live her own life. And I mean, she's not really moving out anytime soon, but she's almost an adult. Her childhood is over, in essence. And then there's David, who fortunately is still young enough to still be a child, but, pretty soon they're all going to grow up and move away, and it's going to be really weird. It's kind of strange, isn't it? Like, it's the whole thing, a whole concept of children. We raise them and we love them and care for them and all that stuff, and then they go on and have their own lives and make their own children, and the cycle begins again. But for today, for this day, you know, 2 of my 3 kids are at home, and I texted, I talk to my oldest one almost every day, either on phone or text or something. And it's good. I mean, every day I'm glad I don't have little kids anymore. So it's not like I wish I was doing diapers and sippy cups and strollers again. But it's just the whole concept of parenting is pretty bizarre. So anyway, that's my late remembered video for tonight. One of these days I need to add up how many days I've been doing this. Like I said, I think it's about 50-ish. So, talk to you guys tomorrow if I remember. I don't want another tattoo, so I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.